Welcome viewers, in this video we will see the details about the function available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic. The function, details about the function. First we will see the definition of the function. A function is a group of statements that is used to perform a specific task which repeatedly occurs in the main program. So the function also a set of statements available that will perform the specific task repeatedly whenever we are calling. So by using function we can divide the complex program into manageable problem. A function can help to avoid redundancy. So we know that we have the main program is available. Suppose the main program is lengthier, complicated mean that will be divided into subprograms, functions. So what are the things we are repeatedly we need that can be given as a function. So whenever we need we call the function so that the specific task will be performed again and again whenever we need. So we have one main program and n number of functions. That functions will perform the specific task. Whenever we need we can call this function. So that is the advantage of the function. So that's why it is called here. It helps to avoid the redundancy. The statements, the group of statements, no need to write again and again in the main program. Only one time we can write in program that can be repeatedly we can use whenever we need. Now we'll see the types of functions available. First one is the predefined function. Predefined function means already available in the compiler itself. It is a function which is already defined in the header file. That is math.h, string.h, etc. This math.h will perform the mathematical operations, square root, sine theta, tan theta, like that. String.h means it will perform the string operation, string concatenation, string lower, string uppercase, string comparison. All these things will be done by string.h. So these things are already defined in the header file. So these also the function, but that is already available in the header file because it is repeatedly used in the program, right? So that is available in the header file. So these things will already available, predefined, available. Whenever we need we can use that. The second type is the user defined function. So we can define the function according to our requirement. That is, it is a function which is created by the user as per requirement of its owner. Based on our requirement we can create. User defined function are part of the program which are compiled at the runtime. So this program is part, the main program, in that the part of the program is function, right? So user defined function already available in the compiler itself as a header file. Which one we need we can include in the main program, that can be used in the main program. Second type, user defined, we can create our own function according to our requirement. Now we will see what are the elements available in the function, what are the things we need to decide in the function of the C program. The elements of user defined function. First one is the function declaration. First we need to declare the function. What is meant by declaring the function? What function we are going to use? What is the function name? What is the return type? And what is the parameter we are going to pass to the function? These details are available in the function declaration. It will give details about function name, what is the data type that returned by the function, what are the data types we need to pass to the function. That is called a function declaration. Now we'll see that. Like normal variable in a program, function can also declared before the define. So before main program we can define the function. Function declaration must end with a semicolon. It is semicolon is needed. A function declaration must declare after the header file. So these are also some conditions. A list of parameters should be separated by the comma. Suppose we are passing two parameter, mean it is separated by comma. The name of the parameter is optional, but data type is must. For example, integer comma integer we can give. Integer a comma integer b also we can give, but it's not a necessary, but we need to specify the data type. What type of data we are going to pass to the function. If the function does not return any value, then it is return type is void, is must. If the function is not return any value, is void. So that we are using void main, that is the main program not return any value. Similarly, in the function not returning any value mean we need to specify the word void, right? If there are no parameters available, if the parameters available also not available means, if there are no parameter, simply place void in the braces. The data type of actual and formal parameter must match, right? We will see what is mean by actual parameter and formal parameter later. We will see it in later, right? So that should be matched. If you pass 2 integer, the function definition also should contain 2 integer. That is the meaning of this line. Actual and formal parameter. Actual parameter means the parameter passing from main program. Formal parameter means the parameters available in the function declaration. So these two should be matched, right? So we will see the syntax. We will see the syntax for that. Return type, we need to specify what is the return type. Then function name, data type 1, 2, like that. What are the data types available, right? So we need 3 terms available. What is the return type of the function? What is the function name? What are the data we are going to pass? For example, it is integer add. So add is the function name. Then there are 3 parameters available: integer x, integer y, integer z. Then the return type is integer. So what is the meaning? The add is the function. We can pass 3 integer values. So it will add these 3 integer value and return the answer. We need to write the coding for that, right? So this is the return type. This is function name. This is parameters. So we are going to send 3 integers to the function. That function will add the 3 numbers and it will return the answer as a integer type. So accordingly we need to write the coding. Now we will see the next element. So the next element is function call. The function call be called by the simply specifying the name of the function, return value and parameter if it is present. So the syntax is function name. If we specify the function name, it is mean we are calling this function. For example, addition, bracket, nothing is available. What is the meaning? The function name is addition. We are not passing any parameter. Addition x comma y means we are calling the function x comma y. We are sending 2 parameters x and y to that function. So this is called function calling. Addition 10 comma 20 comma 30. So the function name is addition. We are passing 3 values, not a parameter. We are passing values 10, 20 and 30. We are passing these 3. And one more is x equal to addition 100 comma 200. What is the meaning? This addition means we are calling the function. We are sending 2 parameters 100 and 200. So the control will transfer to the function definition. It will go to function definition. In that function, some performance, that some statement will be performed and the function will return the value. It will go to the function and it will return the value. So that value is stored in x, the parameter x. So in this we are not specified. Here suppose the return value is available, mean we have to specify where we need to store the return value, right? So this is function calling. We are sending 2 parameters to the function. So the function will perform some specific task and it will return the value. That value will be stored in x. And important thing is the function will return only one value. N number of values we can pass to the function, but the function will return only one value. It will not return more than one value, right? So function declaration we discussed. Now function calling also we discussed. Function declaration means what is the function name, what is the return type, what are the data type we are passing. Function calling means by simply specifying the name we are calling that function. Whether we can pass the parameter or not passing, or we can send the value, and when it is returned where we need to store the value. All these things are specified. This is called function calling. Next we will see the function definition. So this is the important thing, important parameter in the function definition. So it is the process of specifying and establishing the user defined function by specifying all of its element and characteristics. So function definition means all the necessary statements are available in this function definition. We will see the syntax. Return type, function name, data type, and open the brace, statements are available, then close the brace. So this is a function type. This statement we need to decide what are the statements we need, right? So the return type is available, function name is available, all the data are available. So previously we saw the function calling. When the function is called, the control will transfer to this function definition. What are the parameter we are passing in the function call, that will be stored in this function, this data types. So this function will perform particular task and it will return this type of data, right? I will see the example so that it will be very easier. We will see the example for that. So it is void addition integer x comma integer y. So this is like a program, like main program. This is a subprogram. It's called function. Function is also called as subprogram. Void addition integer x comma integer y. Function name is addition. It will not return any value. It will got the two parameters from the main program. Integer type x and y. Integer type values, right? So previously we saw function call. When the function is called with addition with two integers, the control will transfer to this function definition, right? So inside we have one more parameter, sum. This is a local parameter. So this is the formal parameters. What we are calling at the time of calling is the actual parameter. That parameter will be stored in x and y. So that is called a formal parameter. This is local parameter. So sum equal to x plus y. We are adding these two values. What we got from the main program x and y is added and stored in the value sum, in the parameter sum. Now we can print this value. Sum of two number is percentage d sum. It is integer, so that percentage d sum. So answer is we printed here itself because it is not written any value. Suppose this function is return value, mean we can return the value to the main program. In main program we can print this answer, right? That is another type. We are not having any return, so answer is printed here itself, and we specify return equal to 0, then close the parenthesis. So the statements available inside is according to our requirement. What are the things we need write. Here addition, so we declare one variable sum. In sum both are added and the answer is stored. That is printed in the program, in the subprogram function itself, and not return any value because we are having the void, not return any value, right? Now we will see what is the function parameters. So now we discuss function declaration. We are declaring the function. What is the function name? What is the return type? What are the parameter we are passing? Just data type. Second one, function calling. Whenever we need, we call the function. Third one, function definition. We are define the function. So inside the function, what we need to do, that is specified in the function definition. So we have integer xy. In main program it may be integer ab. We will see what is this formal parameter and actual parameter. So we will see function parameters. The parameter provided the data communication between calling function and called function. Calling function is available in the main program. Called function is the function what is available outside. The two types, actual parameter, passing parameter from the calling function to the called function, that is in the main program. The function what we are passing in the main program is called a actual program, actual parameter. Formal parameter, the parameter which is defined in the called function. Called function means it is a subprogram, function program. For example, we will see one example here so that it will be easier. So one main program is available, void main addition x comma y. What is the meaning? We are calling this function. We are sending two parameters x and y. What type of data x and y already we declare in the function declaration, maybe integer, right? Here we no need to specify x comma y. This is called function calling, right? Addition, the function we are calling the name addition, we are sending two parameters. Now the control will go to this. This is the subprogram function. Void addition integer a comma integer b. So here we have another two variable name a, b. What will happen? This x is stored in a, y is stored in b. Copy of x stored in a, copy of y stored in b. This a and b we can use in this program according to our requirement. So what is the parameter available in the main program is called a actual parameter. Copy of that is stored in the function declaration, function definition ab. That is called a formal parameters. Right? So these two main available in the main program, actual parameter. The parameter available in the function is called a formal parameter. So in this video we discuss what is mean by function. That is, main program is divided into function in order to reduce the complexity. How to declare the function? What is mean by function declaration? What is mean by function calling? What is mean by function definition? Then formal and actual parameter. These details are discussed in this video. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notifications. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we will see the function prototype or category of function. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notifications. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we will go to the topic. Function prototype, that is the types of function available in the C program. In this video we will see the first type, function with no argument and no return value. Function is not passed with any value and also function will not return any value. We know that function is the separate program, is also called a subprogram having specific topic, specific task. So in the main program the repeated task can be given as a function. Whenever we need we call the function, right? So we have main program and function. Function will perform the specific task. Whenever we need, the main program will call the function. So in this the first type we will see this. So the syntax is a main program. This is a main program. In that we are calling one function, function 1. So function 1 with a bracket open and closing parenthesis meaning is function calling. The main programs having so many instruction. In that we are calling the function. So when the control is transferred to the function, this is called function definition. We are defined this function. Within open and closing parenthesis, the set of instruction will be there. This function will perform the set of instruction. So in the main program, when the function is called, the control will be transferred to the function 1. Here particular task will be performed and the control will return to the function again. In this the type no argument and no return value. So we are not passing any argument to the function. So function itself, if any argument is needed, any variable needed, the function itself need to get the variable. Similarly we are not return any value to the main program, right? So there is no argument passed to the function, no value is returned to the function. We know that only one value will return by function. Here this function is not return any value, right? Now we will see the example program so that we are able to understand clearly. So in this we will see the example program. So this is the main program. So we start with the header file. Standard io.h, conio io.h is included. Standard input output, console input output, the header files are included. This is the main program. We start the main program. Before starting the main program, we are declaring the function. Function declaration means what is the return type, what is the function name, what are the arguments. This is called a function declaration. We are declaring the function. Here we are declaring the two functions. The first function name is addition. It is given with void. Void means this function not return any value. The open and close, nothing is available. So they are not passing any argument to the function. Similarly, we have one more function, subtraction, that also void. That subtraction function also not return any value and also not passing any argument, right? So two function, addition and subtraction, they are not passing any argument. The function will not return any value. So before starting main program, we have declared these two functions. Now we start the main, void main, open the parenthesis and closing. Within that we have set of instruction. The set of instruction will be there. So after clear screen, this addition, what is this? Is called a addition, means we are calling this function. Similarly, subtraction. Other than that, lot of instruction will be there. This is not shown in the program. Only the function calling is shown in this program. So when addition with open and closing braces means we are calling this function without sending any argument. Then the control will goes to this function. This is called a function definition. Defining the function. We are defining this. What are the things we need to do is called a function definition. Right? So this is function declaration. That is, we are declaring the function. What is the name? What is the return type? What is the argument? This is called declaration. Here we are calling this function. While calling the function, the control will go to function definition. Right? Here void addition will brace the open the brace. This is the definition, function definition available. So set of instruction will be there. So the addition, we are going to perform the addition of two numbers. So we declare two variable, integer AB. This integer AB applicable only in this function. It is not applicable in the main program. Out of this main function, this A and B is not valid. This A and B valid only inside the function. So after declaring A and B, we ask the user to enter two numbers. Printf enter two numbers. So the user will enter. Using the scanf statement, we are scanning these two values. %d and A and B. %d refers integer. And A means it is the address of A and address of B. The variable will be stored in address of A and B. Then we have one more variable, not two, sorry, this A, B and C. So A and B is entered by the user, that is stored in A and B variable. C equal to A plus B. We are adding two values and is stored in the variable C. Now answer is available in C, so that is printed. Print of sum of two numbers is %d C. After return 0, we are not written any value, so return 0, close the parenthesis. So we declare three variables A, B, C. A and B is the input, C is the output variable. We ask the user to enter two values. The user enter, that two variables are added and the answer is printed. Available in the C, that is printed. So everything happen in this function itself. So whenever we need addition of two numbers, we can call this function. Control will transfer here. It will ask two numbers and it will give the sum of two numbers. So we are not passing any argument. The function not return any value. The value required is declared inside the function. The answer also printed inside the function. Right? Only we are calling the function. Similarly, if we call subtraction, after addition, we are calling subtraction. Now the control will transfer to the another subprogram, subtraction. So this is the subtraction. So it is very similar. Here we are going to perform the subtraction. So there is no return value. Function name is subtraction. There is no argument. So we can open, close the braces. Inside set of instruction available. So the name is subtraction. So we are going to subtract two numbers. So here we declare three variables x, y, z. In the previous addition we declare ABC. So here the ABC applicable only in that function addition, not applicable here. Here again another three variables are declared. Here also we can use ABC because here that will not reflect in the addition. But here we declare x, y, z. So we ask the user to enter two numbers. Enter two numbers. Using printf statement, we are asking the user to enter two numbers. The user will enter. Using scanf statement, we scan the two numbers. %d refers integer. And x and y means address of x and y. The entered numbers are stored in x and y. So the subtraction, so z equal to x minus y. X and y is inputs, z is the output. Z equal to x minus y. Two numbers are subtracted and stored in the variable z. So the answer available in z, that is printed. Difference between two number is %d z. Right? Return 0. We are not return any value. Right? So in this function itself, similar to addition, we declare three variable. 2 is input and 1 is output. We ask the user to enter two numbers. Two numbers are subtracted. the answer available in D, that is printed in the function itself, right? So everything performed in the function itself, not return any value, not getting any value from the main program, right? So in this video we discuss the first type of the function prototype, calling with no arguments and no return value. We discuss one example program also, addition and subtraction, two functions. So the function what we need, first we need to declare the function, we need to call the function, then we need to define the function, right? So the details of function prototype first type is discussed, no argument and no return value. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we will see the type of functions available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notifications. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic. The types of function, category of function, that is function prototype. The second type, function with arguments and no return values. The function having the argument but it will not return any value. We know that there is a main program and function. Main program is the having set of instruction. The repeated instructions are put in the function. Whenever we need the function, we can call from the main program. In this, the function is having the argument, but it will not return value. In this prototype, the data is transferred from the calling function to called function. Calling function means the function in the main program. Called function is function definition. Called function does not send back any value to the calling function. Called function means function definition. It will not send any value to the calling function, means the function called in the main program, right? So no with argument and no return value, second type of prototype. Now we'll see the syntax for that. So we have main program as well as function. So this is the main program. The set of instructions are available. So this is called function calling. We are calling this function. Function 1 a comma b. So the statement meaning is we are calling this function 1. We are sending the two parameters a and b. So when the function is called, the control will transfer to the function. This is called a function. It is also called a subprogram. This is main program. Function is also called a subprogram. So when the function is called, the control is transferred to the subprogram, main function. That is, when function 1 is called, it will go where the function 1 definition is available. See here it is given void function 1 x comma y. So this is a function definition. We are defining the function. What are the things we need to available? What are the statements? What are the instructions needed? The void indicates its function will not return any value. This is the function name, function 1, what we called. And x and y, two parameters. Here we passed two parameters. So here also two parameters are available. This is called actual parameters. This is formal parameters. So a and b value will be stored in x and y. A value stored in x, b value stored in y. The original value retained in the main program. So for that another topic is available. Call by value, call by reference. Here we are passing the value. We are not passing address. So here function 1 xy, so it will execute set of instructions. After that the control will, after executing all the instructions, the control will transfer to the again calling function, called function, right? But it is not written any value, right? So main program, we are calling the function, we are sending two parameters. The control will transfer here. It will execute set of statements, but if the control is transferred to again here, but not return any value. Right, so second category. Now we'll see the example program so that we are able to understand clearly. The example 1. So first we need to include the header file. Standard IO input output dot h, console input output dot h. These two header files are included. Then we are declaring the function. Before main program, the functions are declared. We have two functions, addition and subtraction. We are going to add two numbers, subtract two numbers. So this is called function declaration. We are declaring the function. That is, declaring means whether void. Void means is not written any value. What is the function name? What are the parameters available? So function return type, function name, parameters, this is called a function declaration. So here we declare the function addition with two parameters, two integers, and we are declaring that it's not written any value. Similarly, we declare one more function subtraction with two integer values. This function also will not return any value, so that indicated by void. So this is called a function declaration. We now declared the two functions. Now we'll start the main program, void main. Here we declare two variables, integer a comma b. Then after clear screen, we ask the user to enter the two datas. Enter two numbers. So the user will enter two values. Using scanf statement, we can scan the two values. Percentage d indicates it is a integer type. And a comma and b means address of a and address of b. We ask the user to enter two numbers. These two numbers are stored in the address of a and address of b. Right. After that, we are calling this. This is called addition a comma b mean we are calling the function. What we have available, this is a function declaration. This is we are calling this function. We can call this function n number of times. Whenever we need, we can call this function. So here we are calling the function addition. We are sending these two parameters a comma b. There is no return value here. Just we are calling the function. Once this function is called, what will happen? The control will transfer to here addition. The control will transfer to the function definition. This is called function definition. Void addition integer x comma integer y. Here a b available. This is the actual parameters. This x and y is the formal parameters. A value will stored in x, b value will be stored in y. Right? This function name and return type is void. Here we are declaring the function. This is function definition. We are defining the function. What are the statements we need to have available inside the function? So the function name itself, it is addition. We need to add the two numbers. What is available from the main program. So we are declare one more variable integer z. This is a local variable applicable only in the function. So z equal to x plus y, because addition we are adding these two number and will store in the parameter z. Now there is no return type. This function will not return. So answer is printed in the function itself. Print of addition percentage d z. So the added number will be printed here. Addition is. Then return 0, close the parenthesis. Right? So when addition is called function, the control will transfer to function definition. Inside it will declare one variable and add these two number and stored in z. That z is printed. Now control will transfer to again addition without any argument. Now we are calling the subtraction here. After addition we are calling subtraction. Then control will transfer to this subtraction function, this function definition. It will transfer to the function definition called subtraction. Here we go xy. This xy is different from previous function. Both are not equal. So here also a will stored in x, b will be stored in y. Right. Here the name is subtraction. We need to subtract the two numbers. So we need one more variable. We are declaring integer z. Z equal to x minus y. This function not return any value, so answer is printed here itself. Print of subtraction percentage d z. So the subtraction is answer is printed here. Return 0. Then the control will transfer to subtraction. Then after get ch we can close the program. Right? Here so we declare the two function. After getting two data we call this function. Then the control will transfer to function definition. It will perform particular action and then it will return to the main program. Then after get ch we can close the main program. So here in this second type we are passing two parameters but the function not return any value. The answer is printed in the function itself. So in this video we discuss the second prototype of the function, function with argument and no return value. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video, we will see the types of function available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic. The function prototype, the third type. Third type is function with argument and return value. Function having argument. We are passing the argument to the function and function also will return the value. We know that we have main program and function, subprogram. Function is also called a subprogram. So main program having set of instructions to perform. The repeated instruction can be declared as a function, defined as a function. Whenever we need, we can call this function. Then the control will transfer to the function. It will perform the particular task. So repeatedly we can able to call the function. That is the concept of function. The main program is divided into subprograms. That is called function. So in this type, the function from main program, the arguments are passed to the function. And also function will return the value. In this prototype, the data is transferred between the calling function and called function. Calling function means function calling in the main program. Called function means function definition. What is available in the function. Now we'll see the syntax for that, the standard format for this. So this is the main program. There are set of instructions available. This is the function, function 1, AB. This is what the meaning is. We are calling this function. Function 1, A comma B, present this semicolon means we are calling this function. The function name is function 1. We are sending the parameter arguments A and B. And also the function will return the value. We see that already we discussed. It will return the value. So that value will be stored in function C. They have stored in variable C. Right? So C equal to function 1 A comma B means we are calling function 1 with arguments A, B. This function will return the value that will be stored in C. So while calling this function, the control will transfer to this function definition. This is called function definition. Integer function 1, integer x comma y. This integer indicates it will return the integer type data. Integer x and integer y means two arguments. So A and B is passed from main program that will be stored in x and y. This is called actual parameter, formal actual parameter. This is formal parameters. Right. So here we can declare one more variable z because of it is, if it is addition means both are added and stored in z and return the z value. The added value will be returned. Return z means the control will transfer to this function. The return value will be stored in C. Right. So while calling the function, control will transfer to this function definition. We are passing two variables. After performing, while return the value, control again transfer to this function 1. The return value will be stored in the variable C. Now we'll see the example program so that it is easy to understand. So we have the two function addition and subtraction. We are going to see two function addition and subtraction. First we'll include the header files. Standard input output dot h, console input output dot h. Two files are included. Before starting the main program, we are declaring the function. This is called function declaration. We are declaring the two function. First function name is addition. The return type is integer and passing two integer value. So function declaration having three parameters. That is, what is the return type, what is the function name, what are the variable we are passing. Here function name is addition, return type is integer data, passing value also two integer data. Similarly, we are declaring one more function. Function name is subtraction, return value is integer, and also we are passing two integer variables. Right. Now we can start the main program. This is function declaration is enough, is completed. Now start with main program. So in the main program we have four variables: a, b, sum, subtraction. So our aim is to add two numbers and subtract two numbers. So that A, B is the two numbers available. The added number, addition, is stored in sum. The subtracted, the answer is stored in sub. After clear screen, we ask the user to enter two numbers. So the user will enter two numbers, that will be using scanf statement. We can scan the two numbers. Percentage D indicates it is a integer type. And A and B means address of A, address of B. So the entered two numbers are stored in A and B. Right. Now sum equal to addition A comma B. What is this? Here addition A comma B means we are calling this function. We are going to calling this function and we are sending the two parameters A and B to the function. This function will return the value. So that value will be stored in sum. If it is not written, no need to bother, but it returned the value, so we need to put one variable here. Otherwise it will not store anywhere. So sum equal to addition A comma B means calling the function addition with two variables passing to the function. The function will return the value that will stored in sum. So while calling this function, what will happen? The control will transfer to the function definition addition. So from here addition, the control will goes to this function definition. This is the function definition, right? This is function declaration. This one function calling, function definition. We are defining the function. This A and B is the actual parameter. Here X and Y is a formal parameters. The value of A will be stored in X, value of B will be stored in Y. So here integer is already we declared. So same thing is available here. The integer return type, function name addition, integer X comma Y. So the name itself addition means we are going to add these two values. For that we need one more variable, integer Z. Z equal to X plus Y. We added two values that is stored in Z. Now return Z. Here itself we can without declaring Z, return X plus Y also possible. Without declaring the Z, we can directly return X plus Y. So the both will be added and the control will transfer here. But here we declare one variable, in that both the values are added, then added value is returned. So what will happen? The control will transfer from return to where we called. Here we called the addition. So the return value will be stored in sum. The answer is available in sum. Sum of two numbers is added. These two numbers are added. The answer is available in sum. Now we are calling the next function, subtraction. Subtraction equal to subtraction A comma B. Sub equal to subtraction A comma B. What is this? This is again calling another function. Name subtraction. We are passing two variables A, B. The function will return the value, that is will be stored in sub. Right? This is calling. So when the function is called, the control will transfer to here. Integer subtraction, integer X comma Y. A, B is the actual parameter. This is formal parameter. A will be stored in X, B will be stored in Y. The return type is integer. So here also we declare one more variable. This Z is different from previous one. This is a local variable. Because of subtraction, Z equal to X minus Y. Then return Z. The subtracted value available in Z, the Z is returned. So the control will transfer to subtraction. The return value will be stored in sum. Now we have addition of two number available in sum, subtraction of two number available in sub. So this is a two function. Whenever we need, we can call this. So these two answers are printed. Print of addition is available in sum. Print of subtraction percentage D sub. Percentage D indicates integer. Right? So now the sum and subtraction is printed here. After get cgh, we can close the program. So in this video we discussed the third type of function prototype, function with argument and return value. We are passing the argument to the function and the function also return the value. We know that function will return only one value, right? So subscribe the channel for more videos and notifications. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we will see the types of function available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic. Function with no argument and with return value. So fourth type of function category, there is no argument but return value is available. We know that we have main program in C language, and subprograms are available. The functions is also known as subprogram. This is a function. This is a main program. In main program we can call the function. The repeatedly executed instruction can be put in the function. Whenever we need, we can call the function. So while calling the function, we can send the parameters, arguments to the function. Similarly, the function will return the value. Normally the function will return only one value. So based on that, this fourth category, we are not sending any argument to the function, but the function will return the value. So fourth category. The other category separate videos are available. So in this prototype, the calling function means the function available in the main program. This is calling function. Cannot pass any argument to the called function. This is the called function definition. But the called program may send some return value to the calling function. Not some return value, only one return value to the calling function. Right? So we are not passing any argument, but the function will return the value. So this is the fourth category. So this is a main program available. There are set of instructions are available in the main program. This lines indicate some set of instruction available. In that we are calling this function. C equal to function 1. We are without any arguments we are calling the function because it is coming under no argument. So this line indicate it is function calling. So this function we are not passing any argument, but we know that it will return the value. So that value will be stored in the variable C. So function with return value means definitely we have some variable here. Then only the return value will be stored here. Otherwise will not store. So C equal to function 1 means we are calling the function 1. The function will perform particular task and return one value. That value will be stored here. So while calling this function, the control is transferred to the function declaration. This is a definition, function definition. We are not passing any input. So what are the inputs? What are the parameters we need? We need to declare here inside the function. That is called local variables. Then we can perform certain instructions. Then it will return the value. Return Z. Then the control will transfer to again main program. The return value will be stored in C, variable C. Right? So we are calling the function without argument. Then the control will transfer to the function definition. It will perform particular task and return one value. That value will be stored in the variable C. Now we'll see the one example program so that we are able to understand clearly. We'll see the program for addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction of two numbers. First we'll include the header files. Standard input output.h, console input output.h. Before going to the main program, we need to declare the function. This is called function declaration. Function declaration having three parameters. What is the return type? What is the function name? What are the parameters? Here the return type is integer. Function name is addition. No arguments are available. So this addition function will not pass any argument and it will return the integer variable. So all these things are declared here. Similarly, we are declaring one more function, subtraction. The return type is integer. It's not having any arguments. So two functions are declared here. Before the main program we are declaring. Just we are telling what is the name of the function, what type of data it will return, whether any arguments are there or not. If arguments are there, what is the type of data. These are all available in the function declaration. Then we will start the main program. So here we are declaring two variables, sum and subtraction. The sum is, now our aim is to add two numbers and subtract two numbers. The sum of two number answer is stored in sum. The subtracted two number answer is stored in sub. So after clear screen, we need to enter we are calling the two function because here there no arguments are available. Just we are calling the function. Right? We are not going to pass any variable. So the inputs are not needed here. Only these two are outputs. Sum equal to addition. Without any argument, we are calling the function. Now the control will transfer to integer addition. So both should be matched. Here also parameters not available, here also parameters not available. The function name is addition, but it will return the variable, it will return the value integer, right? So sum equal to addition mean the control will transfer to this function definition. Inside the function, what are the things we need to declare. Here the parameter arguments are not available, so we need to add two numbers, so we need two variables. Answer should be stored in another variable, so we are declare a, b, c. A, b is the two numbers, c is the added two numbers are stored in c. What are the things we needed is declared. So we ask the user to enter two numbers, printf enter two numbers. So the user will enter two number using scanf. We can scan the numbers. Percentage d indicates is the integer value. And a and b means address of a, address of b. The entered number will store in address of a and address of b. So our aim is to add this number. So c equal to a plus b. Two numbers are added and stored in variable c. Now this c is returned to the main function. Return c means the control again will transfer to this addition. The c value, the return c, the c is stored in sum, right? So sum addition mean control will transfer to the function definition. We declare three variables. We ask the user to enter two variables. These two variables are added and stored in the third variable c. That value is returned. So the control is transferred to again to main program. The returned value will be stored in sum. Now again we are calling one more program, sub equal to subtraction. So what will happen? The control will go to the function subtraction. Now it will go to function subtraction. So from here the control will go to subtraction. So this function also not having any argument. So both should be matched. We are not passing any argument. Here also no argument. Right. Then the return type is integer. Very similar to previous. Here also we have declared three variables, x, y, z. X, y is the two inputs, two numbers. Y is the answer. We are going to subtract these two numbers and going to store in z. Printf. We ask the user to enter two numbers. Using scanf statement, we can scan the two numbers. Percentage d indicates integer type. And x and y means address of x, address of y. Enter two numbers are stored in x and y. So subtraction, so z equal to x minus y is not plus, x minus y. Both are subtracted and stored in z. Return z. So this is also not correct. Return z. Right? This is return z. Semicolon. So the control will transfer to this function, transfer to this subtraction. The z value now stored in sub. The subtracted two numbers are available in the variable z, that is returned by the function, that will be stored in sub. So the sum of two numbers are available in sum, subtraction of two numbers are available in sub. So this is the function. Whenever we need, we can call this function. That is the advantage of no need to write this instruction inside the main program. Repeatedly we are using to add two numbers mean we can use this function. Whenever we need adding two number, we can call this function. That is the main advantage. Now answer available in sum and sub, addition and subtraction, that is printed. Printf addition is percentage d sum. The sum is available in variable sum. Similarly printf subtraction, the subtracted value is available in sub. So these two values are printed. After get ch, we can close the program. So in this video we will discuss the fourth type of function prototype, function without any arguments and return value. We are not sending any value to the function, but the function will return the value. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we will see the details about the regression, one type of function available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic, regression. A function calling the same function inside itself is called the regression. So we know that we have in C we have main program and function. The repeated tasks are kept in the function. Whenever we need, we can call this function from the main program. The objective of the function is repeated things are kept in function. It is a main program can be complex main program can be divided into functions. So we are calling the function from the main program. Suppose this function call itself inside. We are calling one function. The same function call itself again and again is known as recursion. We will see one practical example. Factorial of a number. Factorial of number. The factorial of number is nothing but, for example, 5 factorial. What is the meaning? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. This is a factorial of number. 5 factorial means start from 1 up to the 5 we need to multiply. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 4, 24, 24 into 5, 120. So this is the answer. So in this we are going to use this recursion. For example, we are having the function called fact. We are having the number 5. Right? This fact 5. So what we are doing, this number 5 is written. Again we are calling the function fact 4, that is 5 minus 1. This fact 5 will return 4 into fact 3, that is 4 minus 3. This fact 3 will call 3 into fact 2, that is 3 minus 2. This fact 2 will return 2 into fact of 1. So this 1 is 1. If the value reaches 1, we can stop the process. See now what happened? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that will get 120 as a answer. So this is the concept of the recursion. We are calling one function fact 5. That function returns 5, the number 5 into factorial of n minus 1. 5 minus 1, 4. This fact will 4 return the number 4 into fact of 4 minus 1, 3. This fact 3 will return 3 into fact of 2, 3 minus 1, 2. Then this fact 2 will return 2 into fact of 1, that is 1, 2 minus 1, 1. If it is factorial is 1, the return will be 1. Thereafter we cannot go, it will go to negative. So we can stop the process when the number reaches 1. So this is the concept of the factorial. So that we got 120. So now we'll see this program to find factorial of a number using recursion function. So first we'll include the header files. Standard input output dot header file, console input output dot header file. Now we can declare the function. This is called function declaration. Function declaration having 3 parameters. First one is the return type. What is the return type of this function? What is the function name? What is the argument need to pass to the function? These 3 values are available. So the integer, so the return type is integer. Function name is fact. The argument is integer type. So in the fact function we are sending one integer value, it will return one integer value. So these things are available as a function declaration. Now we can start the main program. Void main, we can open the braces. You can go for the function declaration and other statements. So we declare only one variable x, integer x. For integer x only we need a factorial. After clear screen, printf, enter the number. We ask the user to enter the number for which we need to find the factorial. Scanf %d and x. Address of x, %d indicates the integer type. So the user will enter the number that will be stored in address of x. Printf, factorial is %d. So this is indicates integer. Here fact x. What is the meaning of fact x? We are calling this function. Initially we declare the function. What is the data type? What is the argument? What is return type? What is function name? Now fact x means we are calling this function. This is called calling the function. When the calling function, the control will transfer to the function definition. So this is the function definition. From fact x, now control will transfer to the function definition integer fact x. Now we'll see what is available inside the function definition. Integer fact integer n. This is function definition. Return type integer, function name factorial, we have integer n. This x is the actual parameter, this n is the formal parameter. That means x is available in the main program, the copy of x, the value of x will be stored in n. The x value will be written as it is. There is a x is different and n is different. The value only stored in n. Now we can start the process to find the factorial. We are checking if n equal to 1. If n equal to 1, already discussed, if n equal to 1, we can stop the process. The answer will be, the return will be 1. Else, return n into factorial of n minus 1. We already discussed. 5 factorial means 5 into factorial of 5 minus 1 means 4. So n into 5 into, it will return 5 into factorial of 4. So again here the function is called. Already we call this function. For example, 5 means factorial of 5. It will go to console transfer here. N is also 5. It will check n equal to 1. Yes, not n is not equal to 1. Then it will go to else. Here 5 into factorial 4. What is the meaning? Again we are calling the function. That is called regression. Function, the same function inside itself it calls. It's called a regression. So again here we are calling the same function. So the control will transfer to this factorial. Again it will check n equal to 1. It's not 1. Now it is 4. So it will return 4 into factorial of 4 minus 1, 3. So it will return 4 into factorial of 3. Again factorial of 3 means again we are calling the function, same function. Again it will go like that. Until n equal to 1, it will call the function again and again. When n equal to 1, it will return 1. Right? Now we'll see this is here one example is available. X equal to 10. N means n equal to 10. X will be stored here. N into factorial of n minus 1 means 10 into factorial of 9. So again factorial of 9 is calling. Factorial of 9 means 9 into factorial of 8. Again we are calling factorial with value 8. That is 8 into factorial of 7. Like that it will go. We will go for one more example. X equal to 3 so that n equal to 3. Right? So we will check n equal to 1. It's not 1. N equal to 3. So it will return n into factorial of n minus 1. That is 3 into factorial of 3 minus 1 means 2. Right? So again we are calling this function. That means 2 into factorial of 1. Right? Factorial of 1 means again we are calling the function. Now this condition is satisfied. N equal to 1. What it will return? It will return 1. See this 3 into 2 into 1. The final answer will be 3 into 2 into 1. That is 6. So this 3 factorial is 6. We are getting the value 6. So here we call the function. It will check whether n equal to 1. If it is not equal to 1 means n into n minus 1. Factorial of n minus 1. That is calling the function itself again. The same function is called again inside. Again and again it will call. If it reaches 1, it will return the value 1 and stop the process. Right? Now return this 3 into 2 into 1, 6 is available here. That value will be returned to this function at this place. We are calling the function. N is transferred here. After process, the answer will return at this place. So here it is printed. Percentage mean the 6 will be printed here. So after getting the get ch, we can stop the process. So in this program we discuss about the regression, one special type of the function available in the C program, that is calling the function itself. The same function called the same function inside itself is called regression. For that we discuss the factorial of n. The factorial we need again and again we need to call the function. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers, in this video we will see the nesting of function available in C language program. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notifications. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic, nesting of function. We know that in C programming we have main program and function. That is a subprogram. The subprogram will perform the particular task. Whenever we need, we can call from the main program. That is the concept of function. The nesting of function means if we are calling any function inside another function call, then it is known as nesting a function call. The main program calling one function, that function call another function. Inside it call another function, that is called nesting. Nesting means added. So we are calling one function, that function will call another function. This is called a nesting of function. Now we will see the example program to find the value of x divided by y minus z. So finding x divided by y minus z is the one function. Inside we are calling one more function, that is to find the value of y minus z, because if y minus z is 0, it becomes infinite. We cannot perform this expression. If y minus z is non-zero, then only we can perform the function. So one function will perform this expression x divided by y minus z. Inside one more function will check the value. What is the value of y minus z? If it is 0, we cannot perform the expression. If it is non-zero, we can perform the expression. Now we'll see that. We'll go for the one example. 10 divided by 4 minus 2. The x is 10, y is 4 and z is 2. So 10 divided by 4 minus 2 means 10 divided by 2, that is equal to 5. So the denominator is non-zero, so we can perform the function, right? So this function is performed by one function. 4 minus 2 verification is done by another function. We'll have one more example. 10 divided by 4 minus 4. X is 10, y also 4 and z also 4 means what will happen? 10 divided by 0. So in this case it is infinite. We cannot perform this function. So we have to check this value, whether this value is equal to 0 or not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, we can perform the operation. If it is 0, we cannot perform the operation, right? So we'll go to this program. So first we'll include the header file, standard input output header file, console input output header file. These two header files are included. So this is the main program. Before main program, we need to declare the function. This is called a function declaration. Function declaration having three things. One is what is the return type of the function, what is the function name, what are the argument we are going to pass. So the first function name is ratio. It will return the floating point variable, and we are passing three integer variable to the function. So it will give the detail about the function. Function name, what is the return type, and what are the types of data we are passing. So the function name ratio, it is passed with three integer data type. That function will return floating point data type. And one more function is there, difference. Function name is difference. We are passing two variables, and it will return the integer variable as a return type. So this three variable is nothing but x, y, z, the ratio. In order to calculate x divided by y, z, we need three variables. The answer is floating point because divide is there, so it may be a decimal point. This difference is used to find the difference between these two. So we need two variables and it return one integer type variable. Now we can start the main program, void main. After clear screen, we can go for the variable. Before clear screen, we can go for the variable declaration. Integer a, b, c, right? That is nothing but x, y, z. X divided by y minus z. We need three variables. That is given a, b, c. Right. We can take here x, y, z also, but here declared as a, b, c. The answer is stored in r, float r, because x divided by y minus z. While dividing, it is possibility to get decimal points. So the answer is declared as float. So after clear screen, we ask the user to enter the three numbers printf enter 3 numbers. The user will enter 3 numbers, integer numbers. By using scanf statement, we can scan the numbers. %d indicates the integer type. The 3 numbers are stored in AND A, AND B, and C. That is address of A, address of B, and address of C. Now we got these 3 values from the user. R equal to ratio A comma B comma C. What is this? This is called function calling. Earlier what we see is function declaration. We declare the through 2 functions. In that we are calling this one function. Ratio is the function name. We are calling the function ratio. We are sending 3 variables A, B, C. Is already we declare that this function will return the value. That value is stored in the output variable R. So we are going to store the output here. So R equal to ratio ABC means we are calling this function. We are passing these 3 variables. That function will perform this expression x divided by y minus z, and answer will be written in this R. Right? The answer will be available here. That answer is printed. The ratio is %f because of the floating point is %f, that indicates floating point, and variable R. After get ch we can close the program. So while calling this function, the control will transfer to this function declaration, function definition. We need to define this function. From main program, while calling, the control will transfer to the float, the function definition. We will see what is available in the function. So this is function definition. Function definition means the set of statements. The floating point it will return. The function name is ratio, integer x, integer y, comma integer z. We are having x, y, z. So this ABC is the actual parameters. This ABC is now stored in x, y, z. This is formal parameters. Right? The copy of value of ABC is stored in x, y, z. Only the copy will be stored. So we called the function. Now control is transferred to this function definition. Here we need to check this y minus z. We already discussed y minus z is 0 means we cannot perform this operation. If it is non-zero, we can perform the operation. So we need to check this value. If we are having the if condition, inside we are calling one more function, difference. We are sending 2 variables y, z. Right? We are calling one more function, difference. We are sending the y, z because we need to find y minus z. So we are sending y and z. So what will happen? The control will now transfer to the another function. So this is one function. Inside we are calling another function. So that it is called a nesting of function. Now the control will transfer to the next function. So from here the control will transfer to difference. This is one more function. We already declared. Return type is integer. Function name is difference. Then 2 integer type data are available. This y and z is now stored in p and q. One more variable. This is now actual variable. This become formal variable. The copy of y and z is stored in p and q. So what is the function of this function? What is the aim of this function? We need to find whether both are equal or both are different. That we need to check. So here again we are calling one more if p is not equal to q. If not both are different mean we will not get 0. So at the time we return 1. Where it will go? We already called one function in the if statement. In the if statement the 1 will be returned. Else mean both are equal. If both are equal, what will happen? We cannot perform the operation. So return 0. Right? Either it will return 1 or 0 depends upon the value. If both are equal, it will return 0. Both are not equal, it will return 1. Now this control will transfer to another again to the previous function. That is the ratio. Right? From difference, the control will transfer to, from here the control will transfer to difference. After this return value, again it will go to this place. So if 1 means this condition will be, this statement will be executed. If 0 mean it will go to else. Right? We already know that if condition. If true means this statement will be executed. False mean this statement will be executed. Right? So here when we will get 1 if both are not equal. If both are equal, we'll get 0. 0 means it will go to else, return 0. We cannot perform the operation. If it is 1, then it will return x divided by y minus z. This is our expression. We need to find this expression. So x divided by y minus z will be performed, and this answer will be returned to the function where we called in the main program, right? So from the main program, the control is transferred to ratio. In ratio function, we called one more function difference. Then control is transferred to difference. This difference will find whether both are equal or not. Accordingly, return either 1 or 0. 1 means it will return this value expression. It will evaluate this expression. 0 means it will return 0. Right? So from here now control will transfer to the main program. We will see the main program. So here only we called the ratio. Then it will come to this ratio. Here it will return. Either it will return the value of this expression or 0. 0 means not able to perform the operation. Otherwise it will perform this expression. The answer will be written here. That answer will be stored in R, that is printed as a statement. So that we got the output. So in this video we discuss nesting of function. The main program calling one function, that function calling another function. That is called a nesting of function. We solved one program also, x divided by y minus z. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we will see the parameter passing methods in function available in C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic, the parameter passing method in function, C programming language. We know that they have the facility of function. The main program is there, we can create the function. So whenever we need, we call the function from the main program. The repeated talks are kept in the function. Whenever we need, we can call this function. For example, we have main program is there and subprogram, that is called function is there. Whenever we need, we call this function. While calling the function, we can send the parameter to the function, or also the function will return the value. We can send the parameter, or we cannot, no need to send the parameter. Similarly, the function can return the value, cannot return the value. Accordingly, 4 types are available. So this is the concept of main program and function. In this, how we are passing the parameters? What are the methods available to passing the parameters from main program to function? That we are going to discuss. These 4 category of function prototype, with argument, with return value, with argument, without return value. These 4 types separate video is available. This video deals how we are passing the parameter passing methods. The first method is call by value method. The function is called by value method. What is that? This method copy of the value of the actual parameter to the formal parameter of the function. The actual parameter means the parameter available in main program. Formal parameter means parameter available in function. So copy of actual parameter is sent to the function as a formal parameter. The original value is retained in the main program itself. Only copy is passed to the function. Here the changes of formal parameter cannot affect the actual parameter. If any change in the function, that will not reflect in the main program, because we send only copy of the parameter, not the original. Only we send the copy. Original value is retained. Any changes in the function will not reflected. Now we'll see the program, example program, so that easy to understand. Program to swap the 2 numbers using call by value method. For example, we have 2 numbers, a equal to 5, b equal to 10. We have to swap these 2 numbers. That is a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. Just we are interchanging the values. That is the program we will see using this call by value method. Now first we need to include the header file. Standard input output header file console input output header file. Before main program, we need to declare the function. This is called function declaration. Contain three things: name of the function, return type, what are the arguments. Here the name of the function is swap, return type is void, so it will not return any value. We are sending two parameters, two integer type datas. So this is function declaration. We are declaring the function with the name swap that need two variable, two integers need to pass. It will not return any value. So it will give the detail about function name, return type and argument type. Now we can start the program. Void main. We declare the variable integer a equal to 5, b equal to 10. We are not getting the value from the user, directly it is declared a equal to 5, b equal to 10. Then clear screen. After clear screen, we are printing the value. Printf before swapping. So this is the swap a comma b. Here we are calling the function, right? Before calling the function, we are printing one time. After calling the function, again we are printing the same value, right? We are printing the value before and after calling in order to verify. So before swap, a equal to b equal to %d a comma b, right? So here we are printing before swapping. What value it will come here? A equal to 5, b equal to 10. So because we are not swapped. So after printing, we are calling this function swap a comma b. Now what will happen? The control will transfer to the function. It will call, this is nothing but function calling. So the now control will goes to the function. It will go to the function name swap. So the control will transfer to this function. Void swap integer x comma integer y. We already discussed this x, y is now a formal parameter. What is available? A, b is the actual parameters. Only copy of the value is passed here. Original value will be retained here. A5, B10 will be retained. Only copy is passed so that x equal to 5, y equal to 10. Right? Original value retained in the main program. So in this program what we are doing? We are declaring one. While swapping we need one temporary variable. Integer temporary. We declare temporary variable. This is will declare as t because it is given as t. We will declare integer t. So t equal to x. The t equal to x mean what is the value? 5. That means 5 is stored in t. X equal to y. X equal to y means 10. So 10 is stored in x. Already 5 is available in x, which is overwritten, so that we are storing 5 in the temporary variable. While storing 10 in the x variable, already available 5 will be overwritten, so that we are temporarily stored in t. Now the x value, t is original value, x is available in t. That t is stored in y, right? So it will be 10. It will be 5 will be there. So t equal to 5 here, x equal to 10, y equal to 5. Now see, this x value is 10, y value is 5. It is interchanged, right? So x equal to y mean y value will be stored in x, but we need to store the x value into y, so that before executing this expression, x value is stored in the temporarily in one variable t. Then y is stored in x, so the y value, x value will be overwritten, but original value of x is available in t, that is stored in y, right? While overwriting, we lost the data, x data, so that it is stored in temporary place. After overwriting, the value available in the temporary place will be stored in y. Now see, this x value is 10, y value is 5. So we are printing here, swapped value function is a equal to b equal to x, y. What is available in x now? 10. What is available in y is 5. See this, now it is interchanged. A is 10 and b is 5. Now it is return. Now after executing the function, we executed and return. Return means it will go to the main program. The control will transfer to the main program. From return it will go to main program. Again we are printing this value after swapping a equal to, what is the value of a and b? A and b is changed in the function, but copy only, we send the copy of the variable. Original value is retained here itself. The changing of value will not reflect in the main program because this x and y is different, a and b is different. A and b is the for actual parameter available in the main program, only copy is sent. These values are interchanged, x and y is separate memory location, this is separate memory location. So the changes in this value will not reflect here. Here again a will be 5 and b will be 10. The original values are retained. Memory location is different. This memory location is different, this memory location is different. Only copy is passed. Here we interchange, that will not reflect in the main program. So this is call by value. So if you use call by value, the value in the main program will not affect. If any changes in the function, that will not affect the main function. Next we will go to the call by reference method. Permanently changing the value. The value is changes either in main program or function, it will reflect in all the places. That is called call by reference method. Now we will see this method. So in this method, here address of the arguments is copied into the parameter inside the function. The address is used to access the argument used in the call. In previous we sent the copy of the variable, original value is retained, but here we are sending the address. So changes made in the argument are permanent. Here pointers are used to pass the function. So we are sending the address, not a copy. So any changes in that, it be permanently changed, that will reflect in the main program also, right? Now we'll see the program. Same thing, program to swap two numbers using call by reference method. So here we declare, we have included the header file, standard input output header file, console input output header file. Then void main, before starting void main we have to declare the function. Function name is swap, it will not return any value, the two arguments, but here we need to indicate integer star, that is we are going to send the address. Previously only integer comma integer, now it is integer star refers, we are going to send the address. So it is a pointer variable, only pointer variable will store the address. So these two integer type pointers, right? Now we start the main program. So here declare integer a equal to 5, b equal to 10. Directly we declare the value. Then after clear screen, we are calling this function swap. Before calling the function we are printing one time, after calling the function we are printing one time. So before swapping a equal to b equal to, what is the a value? Will be 5, b value will be 10. Now we are calling this function swap. What we are passing? Address of a and address of b, not a variable. The address we are passing, right? While passing the address, what will happen? Now the control will goes to the function swap. It will go to the function definition, right? From here swap a b, the control will transfer to here. See here integer star x, integer star y. This is a pointer variable. It will access the variable available in the address, right? So what will happen? For example, the a is stored in the address 1000, the a value, and the b is stored in the address 2000, the value is 10. Now we are sending this address, not the variable. Directly we are sending this to address. So what will happen? Here also we have one variable t, we will say t, right? Integer value. While exchanging, the value will be overwritten, so that before storing y into x is stored in the temporary place. Thereafter it is overwritten. So what will happen? T equal to star x, right? Star x means value. The x value is 5, right? Now star x equal to star y. What will happen? X equal to 10. So permanently it will store in the 10. In the address itself, it will be replaced, not the value. The content of the address is updated to 5 to 10. Now the value available in 5 is stored in the variable x. So this is nothing but address, content address of the content of the address. So that is nothing but 5. Now y is become 5, right? Y equal to t min, value will be stored. Star y equal to t min, it will store in the address. That indicate this is star y indicates address, right? Content in the address, content of the address, right? So this a stored in the address 100,000 as a 5. After executing this expression, now 5 is changed to 10. B is stored in the address 2000 as a 10. After this exchange, it become 5. Now A and B is permanently changed. A become 10, B become 5. Permanently changed in the address itself. In previous case, not like that. AB is different, XY is different. Different memory location. Now after this, we are printing the value. The swapped value in the function is A, B. What is the swapped value? A is 10, B is 5. Now return 0. Return 0 means it will control will again goes to this function AB. From swap AB only we came here, function definition. The values are interchanged in the address itself, memory location itself permanently. After executing this return, it will go to the main program. In the main program where we called the function. Again we are printing after swapping A equal to B equal to. What is the A value? Is 10. B value is 5 because permanently changed in the address. In previous program not like that. Before swapping A is 5, B is 10. After swapping also A is 5, B is 10. Only in the function the values are interchanged because we send only copy of the variable. Now here we send the address. So the changes made in the address itself. So that after swapping while printing in the main program we got A as 10 and B as 5. So call by value we are sending only copy of the variable. Call by reference we are sending the address. So any changes will be reflected permanently. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening.